Progress in the caves has been slow. It has been slow. I believe somebody was telling me 15 or 17 years, I think, they've been down there, not gaining much ground. Whilst you were in Ardoin, Bunk Wicket and Waymoten overheard a slightly disturbing conversation. Who was speaking? What was said? These are good questions. Listen closely whilst I narrate the details. Boy, they are going hardcore on the whilst in this quest. Somewhere far below Ape Atoll. Good evening, Awowage. Oh my god, he's in cahoots with these guys. Oh, cool, Tim. That is so awesome, my friend. Congratulations on setting up and starting your first stream. I wish you the best of luck, my friend, and thank you for subscribing. Jiu-Jitsu is awesome. I really wish I knew it. It's such a cool... do you do Gracie style? Jiu-Jitsu, or... I think that's the name of it. But anyway, I wish you the best as you start your stream. If you want, you can feel free to post the information about that in the self-promotion section of the Discord. All right. So it looks like Crispy Bacon likes... I mean, I like it all. I grew up with Karate Kid, so obviously karate is like, I'd like to do it, but, that's what it is. Thank you, Tim. Wow, that's impressive. Okay, so... Awowage says, good evening. So he's in cahoots with Glow and Wadar. This is terrible. It's always dark here, Gnome. Why have you asked to see me in private? Karanak and I have a suggestion to make. Then be quick about it. The foot soldiers of the Royal Guard in your jail. Okay. Would it not be easier if they were somehow just to die? Cool, Tim. Yeah, it's... You know what's great about RuneScape, Tim? If you've never played it, you can just download it. Now it's on Steam, or you can just, you know, use their website. I believe they have a client you can just download there. And there's a large amount of the game, the beginning portion anyway, that you can play for free to see if you like it. And that's kind of what I did, so if you ever wanted to check it out. Your king would declare war on my island if I did that. I can assure you he will not. We will lay the blame at the humans' feet. Narnode will indeed declare war, not against you, but against humankind. You are, of course, welcome to share of the profits. Intriguing, I have recently secured an alliance with the Northern Monkeys, which may prove useful. Wait a minute. You didn't secure an alliance with the monkeys. You said you were thinking about it. What would you have me do? Kill the foot soldiers and the rest of the 10th squad. My superior has sent you a few tricks which may prove useful, such as high magic, the ability to summon the entire 10th squad to a single location, and even those who escaped? Yes, and of course you will also receive access to one of his, quote, pets. You must be careful with these, as you have only one use of each. Ensure you set your trap well. None must survive, lest they spread the truth. What of my human? What human? Ignore him. My colleague's official mission was to look after a human in the area, but don't worry, it is probably dead already. I should hope so, for both of your sakes. I'm not dead. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Tim. Yeah, Cataclysm is fantastic. I really should play that again. I know, Sir Theodore. He keeps calling humans it. It's just... Well, it's outrageous is what it is. He needs to get with the times. He's going to deal with the Royal Guard. Good luck, Awoge. With access to one of Glau's pets, I don't think I need it. Nah, Glau ain't all that. Alright, I'm sorry, buddy. Chapter 4, the final battle. We're in. That's hilarious. Tim, I haven't gotten that to that point. That's awesome. What shall we do? Zuknok and I have come up with a plan. What kind of a plan? I hope you were listening closely. The teleportation spell that was provided will teleport all of the 10th squad, no matter where we may be. In effect, the spell will break Lumo, Bunkdo, and Corrado out of the jail for us. But you will be teleported straight into whatever trap they have prepared. Indeed, this is where you come in. Do not forget that we are the 10th squad of the Royal Guard, and that we are more than capable of holding our own. With your assistance, we should be able to defeat whatever is thrown at us. I'll tell you what, Tim. So Tim's asking, what are my most played games of all time? That's a great question. For me, I can think of 3, but there's more if I were to lay it all out. But Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, Heroes of Might and Magic 2, and I think Slay the Spire would be my most played of all time. What about you, Tim? But how will I join you? Simple. We fool the teleportation spell that you are in fact a member of our squad. What? Zuknok knows Glau's grasp of magic well. He believes the spell is linked to the sigils that all of our squad carry. It is these sigils that identify us as a member of the squad. Garkor hands you some kind of medallion. Yeah, you know what's interesting, Nick Man, is I actually played the first Heroes of Might and Magic, and I thought it was okay. It was pretty good, you know, I had fun with it, but then the second one just absolutely grabbed me when it came out, and I played it, you know, just so much of the second one. I played the third one when it came out with some enthusiasm and enjoyed it, but I didn't play it as much as a lot of other people have. I know, Sir Theodore. That's crazy. And what's amazing is, like, they're like, okay, we can totally handle it. But then I like how he doesn't even give you, you know, a chance to refuse this. He's basically like, yes, exactly, Tim. I grew up with it too, Heroes of Might and Magic. And it's like, it's funny, Kenshi, I'm just starting out, and I can see how much time you can put into that. That game is really cool. And you had already recommended Warband, which I haven't tried, and I'm going to look at that as well. Oh yeah, they're awesome. The Heroes of Might and Magic 2, it's so cartoony and colorful. It's just great. I know, isn't that funny? They can totally handle 2% of it. Exactly, Nick, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's going to give you this sigil, and it's like, here, let me give this to you. What's going to happen is if you hold this, you're going to be teleported into a death trap. And it's like, kind of like, well, wait a minute. Like, I didn't agree to this. Like, I'm not going to take this. But here we go. Welcome to the 10th squad. What is it? It's a replica Waymoten has made of our squad sigils. If you wear that when the spell is cast, you'll be summoned along with the rest of us. You should prepare, collect your thoughts and belongings, then wear the sigil. Hurry, human, we do not wish to enter this fight without you. All I have to do is wear it? Yes, but do not use it until you're ready. Alright. So I feel ready. I feel like I'm ready. And I'm gonna go into the grass. I know. I'm going to go into the grass so they can't see me, and I'm going to put on my Amulet of Fury and my wand. I'll be a human for this, that's fine. And let's go. Yes. Fading, good evening. Good to see you. We are... Oh my god, giant monkey. Ready yourself. The final battle begins. Wow, what an arena. Oh, okay. There's the jungle demon. Get it. It's throwing stuff at me. Keep hitting it. Don't let this thing go. No, no, no. Time to choke it up. Got it. That's right. That's one of your pets. It's only one use, right? You thought you had it. Oh, cool. Baiting, yeah. We have been thinking about watching Andor. How was it? Did you enjoy it? I've heard it's, like, really good so far. My brother said he's been really enjoying it. It's the best you've ever seen? Wow, awesome, Fading. I loved Rogue One, the movie, and I thought it was fantastic. And then... So you're saying it's better than Mando Seasons 1 and 2? Oh, I see what you're going to be streaming, Prophecy at Pendor. Okay, Tim. Cool, thank you for the tip. So I'm excited to check out Andor. Have you seen, Fading, speaking of Star Wars, have you seen any of those, Star Wars Tales or whatever? Where it's like, the Fellini, right. The kids like him, because it's like Ahsoka. The second one is Qui-Gon's, like, kind of like, you get to see Qui-Gon with his master. It's kind of cool. Exactly, Tim. Yeah, so I didn't know you played, Warband, Fading. No, it doesn't look like it. They didn't really like, Rogue One very much either. I only know if we finished that. Well done. That was a most impressive display of skill. It sure was. Thank you. You should report to King Narnode immediately. Tell him that the 10th Squad still survives and has suffered no casualties. Rest assured, I will do so. How do I leave this place? Speak to Zuknok. He'll arrange for you to leave. Oh, that's what it is. Wait a minute. I don't know why I wasn't putting it all together. I have played Mountain Blade. Tim, I've played Mountain Blade, but I don't know which one I played. I played a single-player Mountain Blade, and all I was trying to do was, like, couch my lance and ride over the hills with some crazy warriors that I had, and, like, lance people in the gut off their horse, or just lance, like, foot soldiers down. I remember doing that. Okay, so Bannerlord is the new one. No, I played one years ago because Fading recommended it, and it took me a second to get used to the controls, but it was so sweet, yeah. You did a magic trick and made it disappear? Oh, wow. Cool. Okay, well, thank you. Well, I'm going to have to look at it. All right. So, yeah, we just blasted that guy in the face. I'm just going to take a moment. Can you guys tell me, you're RuneScape experts, I'm not. Do you ever get to come back to this room? This, like, arena or whatever this is? This is it, says Sir Theodore? Okay. I mean, this is an amazing place. It's like, not like a Tommy mat or a kami mat or whatever they call those kind of like, you know, Japanese mats that line the floor of the dojo or whatever. This is like, you know, almost like a trampoline park with log, like suspended rope bridge log patterns, but it's like, it's nice. It's got like, you know, these concentric squares, and then the banana trees underneath are like poking up through. Yeah, tatami, that's what it is. It's sweet too because yeah, Crispy, Mountain Blade 2 would be a lot of fun. I'm so bad at Mountain Blade, but I would like to try the first one, or maybe Warband. It's like you're trapped up here, right? On this battle stage, and I guess over here on the sides would be where the spectators would come and get you. And then it's like, you know, they could throw produce at you and cheer and take bets and stuff. Yeah, it looks like it, Sir Theodore. You need to, like, you would need to run around, and it's a much more challenging fight. I see, I see. Crispy, I did, or maybe not, but I saw the picture that you posted of your two acquisitions, and I made a comment about it. Welcome to the next gen on your console gaming life. Good for you. You finally found one. That's awesome. Wow, that's amazing, Fading. So it's like you've got spectators along the edge of the arena, right? And they're watching you probably die. And then underneath, they have these bananas to kind of taunt you, like you're close to eating food, but you're never going to eat again, and you're going to be killed. And you can't escape out the middle, or either out the center, but then there's this, like, giant gorilla statue. It's an absolutely colossal statue of some kind of gorilla, right? And so there's, like, this gorilla in here. We weren't fighting a gorilla, mercifully, but, I mean, is this just something that Awowage has built, like, this is his personal training area? Or does he use this, like, you know, underneath, is it, like, underneath his throne room, kind of like the Rancor pit? And he's, like, above on his throne, wearing his, like, paper crown or whatever, and just watching the, you know, the Rancor or the gorilla, whatever it is, like, devour us? Yeah, it's the Monkey Coliseum. So that's a good question, Fading. So Fading's asking if I'm ever really in danger. The problem, Fading, is I have been in danger before, right? But the issue is I'm working through these quests, and, you know, the game has 20 years. And so some of these quests that are like 18, 20 years old, they haven't scaled them to adjust to the contemporary battle system that's in the game. So, like, my character is kind of overpowered for some of the stuff because of the Revolution battle system and all of the extra amount of hit points that my character has. Like, I have way more health than you used to have in the game, I think. So there's a lot of factors that are just making my character much stronger than people who did this quest initially would have been, I think. So, you know, it's good for me. Yes, exactly, Sir Theodore. I mean, it's good for me because I can just kind of chill and hang out with you guys and talk about what's happening without being too stressed out. But to further Fading's question, I have experienced some of the more, like, I'm not going to say endgame content because I'm not an endgame, but I've fought some of the bosses, and you can scale up their difficulty to, like, fight for better rewards and stuff, and they get really hard. They require a completely different system for fighting them, where you're, like, switching between different resistances, using potions, using prayers, being much more observant of the terrain and moving around and stuff than this fight. Okay, Tim. Thanks so much for stopping in, my friend. Yeah, and thank you for reminding me about Mountain Blade. Yeah, that's what it is. I just kept calling it Mountain Blade, not Warband. Good luck with your stream, my friend. Let me know if you have any questions setting your stuff up. Oh, absolutely, as Sir Theodore said. Yeah, right. So the fight caves was something where you have to fight, like, wave after wave of enemy, and I, with guidance from the chat, was able to, like, make it sort of far, but I didn't finish it because I didn't understand how to do it and how to move correctly and all the strategies. And to be honest, in my experience, and I'm like a neophyte, I don't know everything, but in my experience, what makes the game hard is the inventory limit. So you have a limited amount of space in your bag. So I ran out of food and healing items, and I couldn't make it. And because this is a hard limit, you can't really extend this too much. That's where things start to get difficult, like if you have to do a multi-wave fight like that. So anyway, I just want to talk about this little awesome area. I mean, it's so crazy that they built this whole zone and you never see it again. I don't know, though, Fading. I mean, like, that's just how it is for me. Because, like, for example, you can only hold a certain amount of food, you can only hold a certain amount of potions, you have to have your runes, so your inventory space, it never expands. It's like a massive premium. Like, you can get some little bags and things to hold a few more items, I think, but for the most part, you're locked in. Alright, where's Zooknok? There he is. Well done, human. Bear with me now. Man, you can't put me out here. That's messed up. That's the best you could do? Alright. With the help of the 10th squad, I managed to slay Gao's pet, which turned out to be, of all things, a jungle demon. Somehow I don't think it's the last I'll be seeing of Glau, his demons, or the monkeys. I must now report to King Narnode. Now, everybody forgive me because it's been a while since I did the first part of this quest, but didn't... Actually, this wasn't Monkey Madness. Glau was a previous gnome quest. Didn't I have to defeat a demon that Glau summoned before? Like when he was trying to run away from me underneath where the roots of the tree were? Didn't I have to fight some garbage that he summoned? Or am I not remembering that correctly? Yeah, that's right. And so he's like a... You know, a demon summoner. I don't understand, like, when is King Narnode gonna, like, kick this dude out? He just summons demons. Alright, let's go report to King Narnode. Well, that's true. I mean, like, do you mean Ariane? or Adrian, or whatever that woman's name is who summoned demons. Oh, right. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not saying, like, demons are altogether, you know, the worst, and obviously teleporting itself involves passing through demonic realms, but I'm just saying Glau's, like, a bad dude. She just talked to a demon? That's what she told you. She's been with demons for years. They've been doing her housework for decades. Can you take me back? As you wish. Hey, I can't wait to talk to Wadar. He's gonna be like, aren't you supposed to be dead, dude? I must return. As you wish. Why are you looking at me like that? Nothing. Your goggles are great. Oh, no reason. I just need to tell your king something about you. What? Don't worry. You're fine. You're going to be fine. Oh, King Narnode, will you not listen? Can you not see that Glau is a bad gnome? An anti-human gnome. Shireen, I'm here. King Narnode. Yes, how is the mission going? It's been quite some time since I sent you on your way. Are you trying to bust my chops about the time? Do you understand what I've been through while you've been staring at the wall? It's finally over. What do you mean, over? I mean, finished. Yes, alright, report on what happened. Oh god, this is going to be a tough one. With all due respect, sir. That's a great question. I'll tell you, my response to the word spake is, I honestly would never use it, and I don't think it's, I think it's anachronistic at this point. Like, I can't imagine a situation when you would use it. Maybe in British English, but in American English, no. And, even if there were technically a grammatically correct application for that, I think that it's stylistically faded completely out. Like, maybe in some kind of poetry from the 18th century, you know, but I don't think so. Oh, God. I spake with your parents about your spaking. And you're going to get quite the spaking, too, when you get home, son. It's like one of those things where if you were to read, you know, Thomas Jefferson's, like, personal writings or something, you might see the word spake. But even then, I don't know. No, Sir Theodore, it's a good question. I was just spaking about spake the other day. All right. So I love how we're going to try to sum this up. He's like, yeah, what happened to the 10th squad? Yeah, where do I even start about the 10th squad? With all due respect, sir, if I told you, you'd not believe me. I expect Sergeant Garkor will be sending you a full report soon enough. And what of my 10th squad? Demon got him. They all live. We suffered no casualties. That's right. Shireen, I said we. I'm in the squad. We, Dr. Incompetent? You heard me. I'm part of the 10th squad now. I even have the sigil. You show King Narnode your sigil. Why, That's just an upside-down golden carrot. Well now, it appears I cannot argue with that. Garkor obviously thinks highly of you, as do I. I love how you show him the sigil and he's like, you're in. That's cool. Like, and isn't the sigil like... Didn't that one... Oh, I'm not saying his name right, like... Wakanar or whatever. One of the dudes just made it as a replica and it has everybody's sigil on it. Like... It's just some kind of like, you know, slapdash impromptu knockoff, but it's enough for our node. I'm in. I've also got the royal seal if you want to see that. No service such as what you've done for me goes unrewarded in my kingdom. Very good. I personally made a visit to the royal treasury to withdraw your reward. There are several IOUs that I never was able to straighten out with the humans. I present them to you. He hands you a huge stack of gold coins and several diamonds. This is actually a lot of money. So let me ask you guys this. Inflation is a big, you know, global phenomenon. Let's talk about RuneScape inflation. At the time of receiving this quest reward, was 10,000 coins a substantial amount of money? Was it like you kind of fell out of your chair when you saw these riches being presented? Or was it like, this is enough money to purchase a hang glider ride from one location to the next? It was a good amount, if you recall, says Sir Theodore. And so Nickman says it was a decent amount. Okay, so good. Now, obviously, my concept of money is just completely bamboozled because, number one, inflation from being a, you know, player starting in 2022 and how money operates, and then, you know, being independently wealthy because of a giant clam. Boom. See, if it was like getting a mill, then that would be... I would be like, oh, okay, cool. I finally did it, everybody. This was my 220th quest point. That's right, Alex, the dye incident. The famous dye incident. And look at this. 3 quest points is great. The experience is good. The money is good. Access to Ape Atoll. We can wield a dragon scimitar and monkey gree-grees. Oh, wait. I was trying to look at that. Darn. I suppose so. Well, then you better sign up for training. Training? Yes, all members of the Royal Guard must complete a mandatory training program. Where do I sign up for this? The High Tree Guardian Darrow is in charge of the training program. You should know where to find him by now. It's British spelling of program. You see, here in America, we're a little lazy on the extra letters, and we kind of take the me out of program, if you know what I mean. All right, so I'm going to tell you what. Hey, Dr. Octagonopus, good to see you, my friend. I got a dye. I got a third age dye, Dr. Octagonopus. You know, and what's hilarious is that I got it from the giant clam doing my monthly in the, you know, underwater tutorial island.